Very soon after the news broke, the Prime Minister made a public announcement.
It's a unique agreement with Israel that removes 16,250 people, removes them to developed countries like Canada or Germany or Italy. That's the commitment of the United Nations High Commissioner, to remove them, to organise it, to fund that expense.
Israel had given two options to the almost 40,000 African asylum seekers currently here: be deported to an African country, widely believed to be Rwanda, or face an indefinite time in prison. Most of the asylum seekers Al Jazeera has spoken to over the years covering this story say they had no choice but to choose the unthinkable. Most of them are from either Eritrea or Sudan, and many endured a horrific journey to get here.
I can't go to Rwanda because I have small kids. So I want to be in jail. Whether he kill me there, whether I don't want to back to Africa.
Over the years, mostly single men were rounded up and put in this open detention center in the Negev desert. Conditions were tough, as were conditions for those living outside, mostly in the suburbs south of Tel Aviv. Israel called them illegal infiltrators, and the status of the majority was never resolved. There's been a strong movement from NGOs and civil society fighting the mass deportations, something many called an inherently racist policy aimed at preserving the identity of the Jewish state.
We believe that Israel has the obligation to uphold the Refugee Convention that it is a signatory to fully examine the refugee requests, and for those who are registered as refugees, because their asylum requests are valid, to give a status here in Israel just like any other country in the world should do. From what we're hearing from the government right now is that they would be given some kind of a stay visa. We are still unclear which kind of stay visa, what would be the rights that would accompany this kind of status that they will receive in Israel.
The move has been welcomed by human rights campaigners, but they still urge caution, maintaining that the real test will be how Israel deals with those who will stay and if their situation will indeed improve. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.